Caleb, let's say I date somebody for outside, right? And then there's domestic violence there. Well, there's issue. Where do I take it from? Where it happened, or I have to take it from me where I the report from?
No, but you pounds. How should they sit here right now?
It be like
if you date somebody from UK, we matter come. Where like you want carry go?
Okay. No, it depends whether the matter it happened for the UK and whether she want to take it on.
But
are you
ready to like press charges?
It depends. It depends the angle where
the matter they talk it happened for a year.
Let's say it not be me for example. Let's say it happened for here.
So you don't go UK.
No.
You never go UK before?
No.
Okay, so the guy won't come.
Yes.
No, but me crash.
You don't get issue. You can get come with.
No, but that's not.
You say one go press charges against them. Forget yourself.
Possible thing. So wait to. As the girl come here can't do anything. Like you won't carry him go Dopsu for here. Like
no, but you go fit take go Dopsu.
You got money.
You can go carry him go Dopsu.
Why? But lots they work for that.
So
you want to tell me that they are incompetent? Oh, Dopsu no go pick carry. Where they need to involve the
slow down.
So I come. When we talk about domestic violence, what exactly is domestic violence?
Listen, just abu no fear that.
Ne bona abu na ya bono.
He ex be bitter. Sorry.
I hear say mention my
No, tell the truth. I'm not going to hide.
I trust you.
You know, I'm in charge of the show, so I'm not going to hide. No.
You see why you rather bully him?
You know the bully.
I don't know the talking matter.
If you say I don't
Why
go
you
beat
mention
you.
my name?
Hold on, Jesse. Possible, hold on. So this is the issue. We're talking about domestic violence. And we try to make examples. Say, if let's say me and somebody date, we know they here, where issue happened. It depends, vice versa, where it happened. So if it's Ghana and I want to take it on, maybe I have to go to Dopsu.
You have to go to Dopsu.
And it's Caleb, they try to talk, say, he's not believing in Dopsu, like carrying you.
No,
but I mean, it's my law.
But what's about
the law is the law. And luckily, Ghana and UK, we have the same common laws. The common law is
and
the same.
On that note, where your issue came in is, Possible just made mention. Me, I know the like Kokos. I don't talk for you.
If you tell me.
We talk domestic violence. They say, oh, I mean, for someone who has best experience, and I quote, best experience.
Oh,
is
that be how come.
Because he knows I know
yes.
It's just you
Charlie, that might be true. You don't beat me though.
No, but like
right. My name is Dr. Pounds, and welcome to BMPS show. Sitting in for my man Kofi Hayford. And boys, we have seated. As we are here, we're about to discuss about domestic violence. And we have more experienced people in this house. Enjoy, and it's going to be fun here. So let's get it on here.
Jesse, you asked me before.
Hold on.
So make
you make hazard.
He left myself like I won't cry.
Jason, I will come to you.
My kai may
I will come to you.
Okay.
We're talking about domestic violence. What is it? There we come to the point that is it only for the woman? Because it seems when we talk about domestic violence, the attention is drawing on women. And there are a lot of men who are also suffering. So let's define domestic violence.
Make a check for
Caleb. Check for me.
Google. So say.
Caleb.
So
Evidence.
Google say violent or aggressive behavior within the home, typically involving the violent abuse of a spouse or partner.
So you know they mention only women.
Yeah, you know talk one person. Partner. So partner will be guy. It go be woman.
This one them beat man.
So it's vice versa. It happens for both of us.
It cuts across both.
But I think unfortunately we happen to be in a country where when it happens to the women, when it happens that the women are abused, there's a lot of noise about it. But when the men are abused,
like
nobody
Mother's Day and Father's Day.
Exactly.
When we talk about domestic violence, the perception and how people look at it, it's like it's only for the women. When a guy has issue or touches a lady, there tends to be a domestic violence. But there are a lot of people, a lot of guys who are also suffering, which can't voice out. It's like when it goes in one way or the other, they give the verdict to the woman.
There's no need to voice out because nobody will believe you. Did you hear the statement he made? When Possible said I have experience, or say, na Jason crowd with all in because nobody expects that as muscular or as masculine as you are, a woman will be able to abuse you. But you see, the abuse, it comes in different forms.
That's what I'm about to ask.
unfortunately, I didn't go through physical. Well, we had a couple of scuffles and stuff, but I didn't go through physical abuse. I went through emotional abuse. Yeah, and even that one is worse.
You know they make it.
That one is worse because it's not even about not eating. It's about we are fucking boy.
No, they eat. If you know they eat, it
not be about eat.
What
he go do you? The food said. So they know chop. Listen, what he go do you? The food you no go fit chop.
Jason, pa.
When you vex, you know the way. Me, when you vex, forget it.
If I won't eat.
Okay.
No, but
okay,
you see.
So hold on. Now, Jason is in charge of the show. Give us your experience. Domestic violence.
Go through
was it physical, emotional, or which angle did you?
It wasn't physical. It was more emotional.
Okay.
And more of you do something.
Macho
or
man
she does. Why you gonna make her talk?
No, why you know?
You see why they bully am? You see,
I cannot talk anything. I say macho man with emotion.
I say, you know, as I was saying. So it's more or less like you are put through some experiences, and most of them are things that when you say to your fellow male friends or even female friends, they won't believe you. They won't believe you. It's quite sad, but domestic violence comes in various forms. Look, you can have a woman who probably she has never slapped you, she has never beaten you, but the sort of treatment you'll be put through, Charlie,
can put you into a nagging situation.
Look, the same human being will say they want this. You do this, it's not good enough. They want that. You do that, it's not good enough. They want that. And mind you, in all this, this same woman is doing what she pleases, and you dare not complain, because if you complain, why are you trying to shut me down? Why are you trying to make me sad? You are not trying to make me happy. And look, it's stressful. I can't say everything here because it gets a bit too personal. And to be honest, even as I speak about it,
can you touch him for me, please? Just touch it.
Sorry.
You, I go get you. Your time will come. I go get you. But as I was saying, you see, it gets so sad. Even as I speak to you, like I remember some of the things I went through, and as I sit here, like I ask myself, why did it even get there? Like, how did it happen? But the truth is, you see, when you're a guy, you know, we guys, some things they will not take them serious. Like you ignore a whole lot of things until it really hits the roof. Like shit hits the roof, and you realize that,
right? I just want to get it right. Domestic violence, how the guys they suffer from. Do you have any experience?
Various forms.
Oh, me, personally, no woman beats me before. So
no, me. You see,
I understand. No woman beats me. No woman really
deny you say you want eat
from
that one is that one too domestic violence.
Yeah, of course, it's emotional.
Look, make I give you an example of domestic violence. You come back from job, your woman day house. It looks like everything is cool, no fights, nothing. Then throughout the whole evening, you tickle I'm small. No, wait. He agree.
Make them pray.
Who they tickle me? I want eat. I will tell you the truth. Why and she seems to be in the mood. Like, oh, Jay, stop that. Oh, papi, oh, daddy. Then, nighttime catch. You go buff, I go buff. We day inside, man move to that thing. Oh, you start a more farm. Oh, she seems to be okay with it. Foreplay is going on well. Then you insert, okay, for reasons best known, I can't use some words, but then, so you go in there, you are giving your strokes. It looks like everything is okay. Then, for no apparent reason,
stop.
Jay, stop.
That's in the verse,
You know the verse.
No, in the verse.
You built my confidence at this stage, making me feel like you are all into it. And he goes like, Jay.
I was into it
like
a minute ago.
To make it worse, to make it go like, oh, babe, but you know I'm almost there. And she goes like, do you know, according to the law, since I've said stop, if you continue, it's rape.
Yeah, it'll be rape. If you push him down, it'll be rape.
But you don't say,
so why did you let me start in the first place?
That, it'll be rape. But you two forget say they touch them emotionally.
Emotionally.
Thank you.
So feelings,
Why create that impression for me that I will do this till the end?
See,
we are going to do this till the climax.
Then along the line.
First of all, for no say, the laws where they Ghana here, even UK than US, they favor women than dogs more than man.
Women and what? Dogs.
Yeah.
Animals, pets.
And they tell you pets, dogs.
No,
pets have. I know they lie you. See, if they favor women, then dogs, even more than you.
Use the word
pets, because it be dogs, cats, birds, everything.
No more pets, me pets, dogs. See, so you the man, you dey Ghana here. First of all, the woman where in and whether you marry him or you date him as in relationship, you forsake your mind, say, yo, the least thing I go do be like my body go bad me past the woman. Whether they like him or not, the Lord they favor the woman. I mean, you understand? Yes, unless you go court where you go prove your evidence. With the evidence, if it doesn't come with audios, videos,
look at the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp issue.
Without that, forget, because the public say will go against you, the man.
You know what be funny? You know what's funny?
You understand?
Possible. You know what's funny? This Amber Heard Johnny Depp issue. I'm not gonna lie, you. I followed it like. Because listen, most of the things that he was going through and like the way the whole story played out, it reminded me of my issue. You know what vilified me? The fact that I had recordings. And the fact that I had a female friend who was willing to listen and realize that no, well, she's saying all this out there. But if you listen to these recordings, it's honestly like
two ways.
Exactly.
Well, you know what?
Look, unless you have evidence, concrete evidence, and also a fellow woman who can understand where you are coming from, with your knowledge of where a fellow woman to come from,
I always
be unbiased.
I'm always going to go with the women.
I'm not surprised.
No, hold on.
No, you know why? The reason I'm going to go with the women is because you, the man, one, you know, say this and that and that and that and you say ignorant of the law is what? It's not an excuse.
But the law.
No, that's what I'm
No. Get your point down. Allow him to finish. You finish. He's not coming in.
What's now? Can I constitution?
You finish.
Constitution.
Yes.
You know the way constitution inside. Well, I like ignorant of the law. No be.
So finish your point.
So what are they talking? Say you for no say whatever I go do. All right. Contrary to what the woman they want, it be against me. So as they talk, if they give the woman stroke, you come out. The woman say stop. If you pay one come.
But that's not fair.
They're like you
be not fair.
That's not fair.
The law no they talk about fairness. If they talk about say, cause as in the end they do me, I know they there. You know they there. You know they there. If you ain't go proof say, my woman do this, my mom do this, blah 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 blah. So he raped me. So far as say. You know, say no. This seems what the woman they talk. He say make her stop. You for stop. Why you don't go stop? I'm gonna person home.
So what is your point?
So my point is saying, domestic violence be saying, you the man, me as I work as a man, I make my mind say, the least thing I go do to woman, it go mess me up. So what the woman they want be what I go do as a man.
So do you understand that the law is not that fair to men?
That be go rewrite.
No,
go rewrite the law.
But you yourself,
Yeah, it is for women. So boy,
you know they argue with you.
I know they argue with you.
In as much as say you know they favor men, you should comply
with
the
men.
But you are you ready to rewrite the constitution?
Why not?
But there's amendments.
There's amendments. Constitutions can be amended.
You can't take it out.
Council of State,
Council of State, see, I'm amending no money film crap on. Now, your house where you want to beat you, where they go amend. Forget.
You come in. There's this two drivers, a truck driver. They fight for washing bay, and this one say, hey. Until now we are bro, not see me on Brumo. I flying pancake and I or the tata.
Normal. They call them last
we want a beautiful house. That's what they don't amend that. They don't amend that. So and to say, but you know say even when the Depp issue where they talk, he win for UK.
Yeah.
You know say the girl you win the case for UK.
The girl won in UK because there wasn't enough evidence.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hold on. Caleb. So is it only the women who they suffer from domestic violence?
You see. Me as my man can sit here, start the talking matter. In make I understand. Say be like the guys too they go through the things.
But we know we talk.
But you see, we dey in a country where if Jason can't talk a matter, Bema
Kutobenku, macho man the head and bow.
You understand? Bema Kutobenku. But the thing that happened to him, they cry within.
Yeah.
If he can't sit like with a sit TV top, he talk this matter. If he finish, he go out, he cry.
You go see the way people go they laugh.
You there, ask me, I go out.
They will talk to big man.
He go their house, they go cry for your house. Like,
see, pounds, see, what can they talk?
What am I saying?
Hold on. At the camp, you go talk at the camp, sorry. But see you. First of all, Jason, make we cast our mind back to when the constitution was written. It be only women will write the constitution. And they come because if the constitution were the law. Hold on. If the only women will write them, there were men there.
Yeah, that's true.
So you should say, as they write the constitution, then they know they beat men for house.
That was years ago.
Hold on. So
years ago.
Not they know they beat men for house.
They know they beat men.
How? No, it was like one way. When your man says this, you have to.
You have to.
It was
I know that we know.
Like it was.
Men has been beaten since 1970.
You know they like now.
It be now for Ghana. We
at first when you try that, say, "Bet me show you."
Chief, make you talk your matter.
I say it be now we dey Ghana.
You talk am.
We
get Caleb. Your submission make am.
I say it be now we dey Ghana.
Caleb, make I do research. I go tell you.
Continue.
First Ghana man was beating me. Why with am?
We want no.
It be now we dey Ghana where women then gather them body. They say they call them
feminists. What?
Me
I call them feminazis.
I didn't know.
The kind of women they do that thing, most of them they don't understand.
Most of them are not even feminists.
They are doing because of
they are spoiling the work of the real feminists. It's true.
Okay.
The hate towards men is serious.
Okay.
So me,
you are not supposed to.
some call them my body, sugar them. Some say pepper them. Me and they call them shitter women, and we they move. Shitter, because the way they speak, sometimes if you listen to them, and there was a time some radio stations, we are not mentioning them, then give themselves airtime for radio top. Can't sit there, this men talk to my mind, everything, then go away. But see, it no be bad if you want call for equal whatever, give women them. It no be bad. But make you no pollute the young people in my mind. Men they say, oh, men man,
make it look like men are some evil creatures. But you know the funny thing, most of these people that talk this thing, then finish the talker, then they will some go sit plus them are men.
Can you imagine?
Then other women they figure say men be devils. We know for they around them. But these women they go cuddle plus them are men.
Oh yeah, but you see, as you say, this domestic violence thing, a lot of men they suffer.
Oh, plenty.
But you go to talk. I feel say this is the time we need to come and then do some advocate about it. Let the people know some of the things men.
Are the men ready to come together to say, look, let's form a group?
Some of the women
are the men ready?
See, men are not ready. I'll go for commercial. Say a big thank you to Greens Lounge. Greens Lounge. Tema Community 9. It is the finest place to be.
Really for me, these ladies were like, they are people who are like they become like my siblings now. So yeah, no eating come inside. Okay. But if you go meet somebody, look, let me tell you something.
Bani.
Everybody they move.
Mombo JC.
Everybody.
Right, welcome back from that commercial break. Still, I have my brothers here, and we're talking about domestic violence. Charlie, now if you go on Twitter, they say violence. Violence.
V-A-W.
Violence. Charlie, let me ask you, Caleb, since you spelled it for me, at which point as a guy you need to even take it that, Charlie, this is a domestic violence? To me, because some women can't even beat you physically. There are other things.
You could feel deny you sex or something.
So if your woman deny you sex, doesn't mean say, oh, I want to go to Dosu and complain about this.
See, this matter of saying you deny sex, Charlie, be serious matter.
Why be serious?
If somebody do me something for the Eastern region, that we go for some short
time.
time.
Only be normal.
It's normal.
A woman can only not deny sex if you are married to her.
If even you marry, you have a limit.
My guy.
When you say I'm not in the mood,
that's what they talk.
No, my guy.
Because
your
girlfriend.
No, they don't relationship.
I don't sure say be boyfriend girlfriend.
You don't know, just do someone.
My guy, I carry you from like car inside from Accra go Eastern region. Like we spend a night.
So the payment be chopping.
was like man for distress something. You know,
You distress.
Yeah.
She be distressing, but she.
You have no.
You
You see the reason why I am with the women
From Accra.
how you going to carry somebody from Accra to Eastern because you are
Yeah,
woman
car, like you know.
drive all the way.
Exactly.
So,
go Eastern region.
Hotel.
It not be like hotel or some,
But
you know,
nice
resort
place.
place.
Oh, milk
You understand? Resort be where, you know, like one Friday
so you
night.
want eat
Like make a
just
drink.
the drive you want eat
Madam, make a drink.
you want eat because just the drive
You see, the people like this, they really help when I'm at that.
see show what they talk I don't want you
matter
hear
is the talk
what do they talk about you bring people from Accra to Eastern region because when you go show flash result so you want eat
If that be the case,
then if you don't give me personal stress what do they talk about
But why you people want
so wait if you carry 5
You don't
girls
get time.
if you carry 5 girls from Accra when they want to know your car inside the same time
See,
hold on
wait.
hold on
Debbie.
No, make it finish.
So like as I go there, like they prepare to go pray.
no hold on and the business so question you carry women from Accra 5 women from Accra go Eastern region you go book this you want eat their 5
That
or
won't be a problem. If you go feel it, you go
Listen.
eat them.
Once we dey go, we agree say
you tell us say you want eat them you tell them
we touch down like
no you tell them
My guy,
why be my guy you tell them
listen. We dey want change of environment. Reason we left Accra go there. You never. So once we go out like things for touch things.
you dey eat them already
Exactly.
you dey eat them already
Exactly. Yeah.
for Accra here
So she knows.
that one they go fit vibe with you on that level
She knows.
if they eat them already but pass like that maybe go take stranger go from Accra
Hello.
He's talking
Men
to
are
you.
talking. Men are talking. Men are
oh
talking.
so you want to tell
Don't tell him some things. Hello.
Which angle before Fizzy say this one are for reports
me,
because
I
men
can-
feel say men are also suffering and you know be physically say we rabu and
No, emotional stress.
what are some of the things you for even report today?
Me, I feel like first thing you need to do is you need to have a support system. And by support system, I mean you need to have friends. Most of us are female friends. Yeah, you might be shy or whatever. Talk to them. Talk to them because you see, they are the only people who can really understand what you're going through because they know you. That's one. And they can also come from a woman's perspective. That's your woman's perspective. So always tell your women. I can say that my experience that I had, which was quite unfortunate, the only reason why I went through it and I came out of it okay was because I had female friends who were very supportive.
Okay.
So I speak to them and then they sort of relate to it. Because look, sometimes in some way you ask yourself, and I'm a bottom because there are some complaints you ask yourself, but wait, did I really do something wrong? You get my point? Because look, the emotional abuse, it comes in forms of gaslighting you. Things where you even do where it no be like big issue, they make it look like a serious issue so that at the end of the day you have to come back and apologize. When truth is she's the one in the wrong, but then go find a way around it. But when you have this support system and you talk to them, they let you know, no, Jason, stop it. You might be in love, but you're being stupid. This thing she did was not right.
But when you go that support system now, you know take God now. Then you go can't tell your bestie. Then the bestie to
Bestie it is.
If you work out like that, fortunately for me, these ladies were like, they are people who are like they become like my siblings now. So yeah, no eating come inside.
Okay.
But if you go meet somebody where, look, let me tell you something.
Bani.
Everybody they move.
Mombo Jason
Everybody.
say ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. We'll be back next week. BMPS will be back thanks to my man Caleb, thanks to Jason, and also to Possible. My name is Dr. Pounds. I did this for my brother Kofi Hayford. And thank you to Greens Lounge, Tema, Community 9. That's the best ever lounge in Accra.
Nice
you need to
place.
hang out.
Very,
Guys, you love the place.
very
Be
solid.
solid.
Very
Like
solid.
green everywhere.
Greens Lounge.
But maybe we finish, I will not go left.
No, we go chill for you.
Thank you.
The name is Dr. Pound. See you next week. We out here. Still, one more J0. Say,